Representing the 27 to 30 foot class in the center console category, the WorldCat 280ccX has an overall length of 27 feet 6 inches, a beam of 9 feet 2 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 400. Built to conquer rough water with ease, she has a draft of 14 inches, a dry weight of 7,300 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 220 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
Rick, we're on the WorldCat 280ccX here today. This boat right here, you know, it's got something going on that I noticed right off the bat when I walked down the dock and looked at it for the first time. They've changed the paint scheme on the boat and molded in this break in the shear line to give it a more traditional monohull look and, you know, a little bit more styling. If you look at the boat from the top, it's got a lot of curves to it. It's not a square box like most people think of with a cat boat. You've got a little bit of tumble home back there. I mean, really, the boat is a curvy boat.
This boat is prettier than, absolutely, like you say, its predecessors, but man, does it have a lot more going for it than just looks.
This boat is a great head sea boat. I mean, that's why they originally started building these boats, is for the ride. Look at the way the boat looks from the front. You see all that water is going under your feet through the middle of the boat. There's very little hull surface actually pushing through the water. It's an entirely different animal than a monohull boat.
George, you still haven't explained to me, why does this boat look so much bigger than 28 feet to me?
Well, it's a good question, Rick. I mean, look at the footprint of this boat. I mean, you've got two smaller hulls with this big deck space. This is just a wider boat than your typical 28-foot boat. Having that additional beam, it just gives you so much more room to put stuff into the boat. In fact, there's so much going on in here. Let's take a look at some of these features up in the bow. Here's one of the benefits of a boat this size. Look at how much room there is right in this seating area, okay? I mean, if you've got a bunch of people that you need to take out on the boat, I mean, there's room for a bunch. I mean, you can seat 8 or 9 people right here very comfortably. There's a lot of other little creature comforts too. I mean, all around you, you've got, you know, your standard, you've got cup holders and charging ports and some speakers. You're listening to tunes, riding around on the ditch. I mean, this is like a living room in the boat right here. And it's not just people room, it's space for gear too. You're gonna have a place to put all that gear if you're diving, for example, or fishing tackle, or clothing, towels, whatever. All that stuff fits underneath here. We're using this space.
George, you know how much I love a forward opening console. Big door, plenty of access, all kind of storage access ahead if you need it. It just makes it easier to work with.
Yeah, you know, the head's a great feature to have for the family boat, like we said. You know, this is nicely finished inside too, but most importantly, like you said, it is super easy to get in and out of the thing through the front. Rick, there's a bunch of features that stand out on this boat. One of the things I really want to point out to you is the counter shading underneath here. This dark top on the underside, blacked out dash, blacked out panel for the electronics, really swallows up all the glare on this boat. I mean, for driving around on a hot sunny day in Florida, you know, that glare will fatigue your eyes. I mean, it really takes a lot out of you, and it really takes it away on this boat. This upholstery, the seating is very comfortable. Everything about this says utility, but there's some luxury involved. It's not a four-wheel drive pickup truck, it's an SUV.
And this boat has the fit and finish to fit into the luxury class.
This Helm Station has got a lot of cool features. You know, starting with right in front of us here, your switches, your battery switches and breakers are right there. You've got a 30-gallon live well in the Helm Station right here. I mean, that's plenty of live bay capacity for an offshore boat, absolutely.
Oh, George, but come over to this side. This door opens, you've got Plano trays here, knife holder, pliers holders, everything you could want to get your lines in the water in no time. It's set up very well for it.
In the deck, underneath my feet, there's two 355 quart boxes that pump out overboard. They're insulated, but they also have spaces for 4 offshore rods will fit inside there. You can stow rods or store them when you're not using them, or use that for a fish box. 2 of them, that's 2 huge fish boxes in the deck.
George, back here is where it really gets good. In case bench seating for 10 is not enough, here's 2 or 3 more that you can put back here. And I know you love what you're looking at.
Yeah, this is the on-ramp system they've got to board the boat for divers. It's just, it doesn't get any better. Actually, this is basically stairs into the back of the boat. How much easier do you want it?
George, until they invent an elevator that brings you up from the bottom and drops you in the boat, this has got to be the easiest way to get in and out. I'm going to tell you, if you've got a big group of people, whether it's your family or a bunch of buddies, you got to look at this WorldCat 280ccX. It's a home run in the 28-foot category.